Hello, this is Russ. Hey, it's Russ Payton with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Red Markets today for the RPPR Patreon. This adventure is called A Graveyard Smash. And I'll give the briefing in a bit, but we have two players here. Possibly we'll be joined by a third in the near future. We'll see. But let's go introduce our takers. I'm gonna set this in Trabajo, the enclave of the Fallen Flag setting on the RPPR actual play campaign. But it's an enclave in Colorado. That's all you need to know. And Red Markets is a post-apocalyptic economic horror role-playing game. So first off, we have a pair of takers. Let's see here. Scribblykins, please tell us about Crunch.
Yes, Crunch is part of the Smash Bros crew. His weak spot is that violence is the answer, and his top spot is that he just can't help being the bigger man, what with being the bigger man.
Mm-hmm.
He's also immune, which might explain why a fist fighter has survived 5 years into the crash. He punches people and things and lifts a lot. Very strong guy, and also surprisingly dependable, charismatic. You could say he's very good at reading people and scaring people, and in a pinch, leading people because nobody else wants to, for some reason, tackle another latent incursion. Sorry, another. Sorry, not the latent incursion. Though he's not that afraid of them either. But we're being an immune. But yes, another vector incursion.
Yes, vector outbreak is, I believe, the phrase you're not trying to remember.
Outbreak, yes.
Yeah. Trying to forget, yes.
And as a charismatic person, he's three rhythm dependents: Holly, Molly, and Golly, which is his ex-wife, his ex-girlfriend, and his cockatoo.
And one of them still likes you?
No, the cockatoo is a massive fucking asshole. So.
Well, there we go.
Wow. But you can't help but love them. It's your pet.
Aww.
Yeah.
It's a cockatoo in the crash. It's definitely drawn casualties his way before.
Mm-hmm. All right, and this is Dan with Technical Difficulties Gaming Podcast. Today I'll be playing Blackbird, a drone pilot, among other things. He likes to know what's going on. His weak spot is head in the clouds, strange, and his soft spot is waste not, want not. He might have a tough spot of scavenger. We can't confirm or deny that, but boy, that's a lot of stuff he's hauling around.
Yeah. So your taker group, you're a taker, partners, taker duo. And so this is the perfect job for you. The leaders of Trabajo, the enclave, the council is very curious about the Spirit Sanctum, which is a reclusive enclave based in a strip mall not too far away that they have not. Well, they're reclusive. They don't really communicate very much with other enclaves. They don't really do a whole lot. But recently, they put out invitations through UBIC for anyone in the region to participate in their first Halloween costume contest and party. The city council wants you to attend so you can report what's going on there. How many are there? What are their defenses like? What is their mood like? Who else is attending? Any intel you can go. So we obviously, since it's a one shot, we will skip negotiations because you will get a profit if you do the job. But the contest, they do have prizes if you win as a bonus. So we got a message. Okay. Very good. So the the way it works is you'll each get a preparatory action for free before you leave on the job, which means research, preparing. So one thing you'll have to do is if you will have to make some kind of costume in order to get in, because it is a costume contest. Now, I will say that You know that there is it is 2 legs to get there, but there is an optional third leg where you could swing by a Party City store, which has many costume parts. So I will give that information to you for free. But you can research things, research the legs, research the enclave. Research the job, like what do you think the complication is going to be, or you could take out a loan to get more gear. And hey,
Hello,
Joe.
sorry about that.
No worries. Let's see here. We are still in the opening bit. They haven't left the enclave yet.
Great.
Do you know which character you want to play? There are pre-gens in the quick start guide. We have a hand-to-hand fighter and a drone pilot right now. So let's see, the quick start guide is in the Red Markets.
Red Markets quick start pre-gens.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. We have a tech.
Blackbird might be.
I've got drones and mechanics, so
okay, yeah, that would say that then.
Yeah.
A talker wouldn't be out of place.
Talker, okay.
Yeah.
Nor would a medic.
The dice. That's
always nice with
talker
a medic.
or medic.
Yes.
Though really, this might not lead to very violent encounters. We are, after all, doing an intra-enclave encounter, or other.
Yeah, I mean, you do have to get to the enclave, so there will be at least some, traveling through the wilderness. So yeah, if you look on the quick start guide,
cosmetologist looks like he's a face.
Let's see here, cosmetologist.
I might, yeah, cosmetologist.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sure.
We'll go with that.
All right.
Sorry for the late drop in. I'm sure that
nah, we're not very far behind. It's happy to have you here is the important thing. So cosmetologist.
Okay.
So I was just saying, it's 2 legs to get to the Spirit Sanctum enclave where the costume contest is being performed. But there's an optional third leg where you could go to a Party City store in order to get costume bits, because you will all need a costume of some kind in order to get into the enclave. You know that for sure. And let's see. I think that is pretty much. So each of you get a preparatory action first. So we'll start with Crunch. Do you know what you want to do?
I'll roll foresight for the legs.
Foresight for the legs. Yes.
Let's see. Has it changed now?
Oh yeah. So the new dice roller, type in /R, and it'll come with a command. So then 2d10. And Joe, do you have like a noise canceling thing, or like?
I can turn on and off mute. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
That's a crit success on the foresight roll.
Yeah. And now also, if you want to roll again, if you just hit the up arrow on the thing, it'll pull up your previous thing, so you don't have to keep typing it in. So yeah. With a crit. So the legs, you get a lot of information on the with foresight. You have heard of 2 things. There have been reports of people have seen like a big pumpkin patch not too far from your enclave, and it's directly in your path. So that is definitely interesting. Which also is like, how did a pumpkin patch survive?
Yeah.
Are
they black pumpkins?
Well, I mean, you don't know, but like they could just be pumpkins but are guarded somehow, or it could be use your imagination.
I can't imagine what would be the center of a field that's been untouched by humans.
The other thing you find out at Crunch is groups of trick-or-treaters have been spotted wandering around, literally going wandering, nomads and other people asking, trick or treat, and they are in costumes, and that seems odd. Those are what you, and then of course Party City is supposed to be relatively untouched, which is also a bit, I mean, maybe because it's costume store, it's not exactly high priority, but it's been years, people are getting scavenge everything sooner or later, so
so Crunch just goes to the other two takers and goes like, it's all bad, really. It's just all bad, suspicious.
Yeah.
It's really par for the course, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do we know about the enclave where this is being held?
Spirit Sanctum is reclusive. It is based in a strip mall. Yes, it is a strip mall that used to have a Spirit Halloween store.
Those are the pop-ups, right?
Yeah, those are the pop-ups. Yep. And but other than that, they've been very reclusive. They've been very cut off from the outside world. So people don't know a whole lot. This is why you're going on the job in the first place, is because people just they don't know that, and now they're opening up their doors, at least in a limited way. So it's like, what the hell is going on in there? So Blackbird, what do you want to do as your preparatory action?
Well, I mean, we do need costumes, so
you do need.
You say that's in a. Are there any clothing or fabric stores between here and there? I guess so. Foresight.
Party City. You could find another one. Well, with a Foresight.
Because obviously the one where they're stationed isn't gonna work.
Yeah. You need to get there. Yeah. Before you get to the
right.
Yeah.
So I got Foresight. I don't have research.
Foresight will work.
Or networking.
Just FYI, Party City isn't part of the Spirit Sanctum. It's a different store.
Yes, it's a different store. It is definitely abandoned. Party City is definitely abandoned.
But it hasn't been looted, which is weird.
Yeah, judging from initial reports, I mean,
Okay, I blinked on my ears and missed that part. Yeah, okay, so that we already know that.
But you could find other sources too. You'd also make a scavenge check here.
Yes, there we go. Done. That's what we're gonna do. 2d10. And I've got 3 in scavenging. I'm not gonna burn a Ubik charge yet.
Okay.
That is.
It's black over red, so yeah, that succeeds
by a lot. Yep.
Yeah. You can find fabric. You said you wanted to go as a beetle.
Yeah, going classic beetle look.
All right, so you're able to get the bowl haircut pretty easily and a black skinny tie.
Yep.
Let's see here.
A whitish shirt.
Yeah. A whitish shirt, and a suit. So
cool.
It's a costume. You definitely don't look like a normal taker now.
Do they have like an overlay for the Ubiks that looks like old-fashioned spectacles? It's still obviously Ubiks with a clip-on.
Okay. Yeah.
I've got mechanics I could bodge something together.
Glasses. Let's look what the glasses would look like. I would say you can piece something together. With a successful you have a pretty basic Beatles costume, so
it'll do.
You're not going to win a costume contest.
Actually, is there anything that looks like, I guess, an appropriate aerial electric guitar?
That you do not. You would have to go out of your way. Like you got the clothing and the glasses. That an electric guitar is going to be a separate check, which you would have to either burn the midnight oil and make a so basically everyone gets one action for free, and then if you want a second action, you have to make a humanity check as you're ignoring your bonds to burn the midnight oil before you head out. So
actually my dependent is an actor, so she might have access. That's probably where I got the costuming stuff, but fair.
Well, in this case it's a humanity check to like, hey, I know I'm the one supporting you, but can you help me? Like, I know, yeah. Can you? I'll take that priceless guitar from you and take it out in the most dangerous place in the world.
No, I said something that looks like one, not that functioned like one.
Well, yeah, but it's still going to be a strain to ask your bond to make something.
Nope, skip it. Yep.
Yeah.
If we come across something out there, Mazel Tov. Maybe an inflatable one at Party City.
Yeah. All right. Well, so cosmetologist, what do you want to do for your preparatory action? You will need some sort of costume,
right?
But you can also research. You can do research to find out, like, not public information about the Enclave or possible complications, or get a loan so you can buy more equipment or costume parts. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Party City is going to be a stop. I'll expect that is a location I should be able to pick up a costume of some kind.
Yeah.
I think what we really need to know is less public information about the Enclave.
Okay.
So that'll be research.
Yep. Research, and you have to burn a charge.
Burn a charge
from a device of some kind, a laptop or
right. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I've got the laptop.
Yep.
All right. Burn one charge.
Okay.
Let's see.
I think we all got Ubix specs. Do anyone have the?
I do.
TechNet one. Great. Yep. So that's basically always on then.
Yep. We got Coolnet.
Yep. All right.
All right. Let me roll 2d10.
Yep.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, it's /R.
Yeah. Patreon. I'm not Patreon. Discord did not help things by doing this.
Yeah, the bot.
It's super annoying.
Yeah, it's yeah, they made a change for all bots, so it's very. But once you type in once, you can just hit the up arrow in that channel.
All right.
So that succeeds.
3/1. Yeah.
Yep. Like I said, like I read. So what you do pick up is, by doing some research, you start looking in the recession part of Ubik in order to realize that the Spirit Sanctum is offering a live event, a costume contest and party in the loss, and people are buying it to see, like, it's like human safari, human zoo kind of thing. Like, people in recession want to see what people are like in the it's like, oh, week part, you ain't seen no party like a party in the loss, so that's at least part of their scheme, is getting people to.
I mean, they're not wrong. It's just when the screaming starts, that's not a great sign.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently they're gonna have people, like, they have a bunch of spy cameras set up, surveillance cameras set up, and they're gonna have commentators explaining where everyone's from and what their enclave is like. So you also find out that the person hosting it is a person who lives in the enclave, and he calls himself Arkham Inmate Workshirt Suicide Squad, male.
Oh God.
And the other one is let's see here. Adult creepy clown costume, female. Yeah.
It's not getting better.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently these they've renamed themselves. They all have Taker style names at this enclave.
Based on costumes.
Based on costumes. Yeah. Just cool and normal stuff.
Yes. Not a trap at all.
Do they always go by those names, or they just change for the party?
You don't know. With that, I mean, you find the advertisements that are aimed at the recession. But you don't. So you get some into. You figured out their motive for doing this. Like, this is a way to make some money
by getting some recession types in here to
watch it online.
Right.
Yeah. So that explains part of the reason, at least. it's pretty easy to extrapolate that they're also going to be using this to establish ties or make contact with the other enclaves, so they can start trading and doing all the normal things enclaves do. So, yeah.
Or kill everyone, take their stuff at the end, and leave. Just saying.
Well, I mean, it would
I might be paranoid.
Yeah. So
I too am suspicious.
so the you've all done your basic homework, and you can either set out now, but if you want to burn the midnight oil and work again, it would be a humanity check for detachment. You just be risking 1, but yeah, that is ignoring your bonds in order to prepare more for the job. So Crunch, do you just want to head out, or do you want to burn the midnight oil?
No, this parakeet needs to be tended. It gets lonely if not. Oh, cockatoo, sorry, not parakeet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. So you're ready to head out. You're just spending time with your bonds. And let's see here. Blackbird, what about you?
Getting a good night's sleep before doing something incredibly stupid is always better.
Okay. Yeah.
Because at least that way you had a good night's sleep.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. And cosmetologist.
I'm going to burn the midnight oil.
Okay. What do you want to do? All right. Make a self-control check.
There's always a workaholic.
Listen, when it looks as bad as this does.
Fair.
Fail.
All right. So that's 1 detachment.
Detachment.
As your bonds, as they are not, your spouse and kids don't see you. And what are you doing that's keeping you away from your family?
Well, what I'm trying to do is see if we can get see if there's a caravan we can join or something that might be going out that way, so that we're going to be covered, like semi-covered for half of the trip. Reduce.
Okay, sure.
It seems so bad. Like, yeah, it could just be a money-making scheme, or it could be anything else.
Okay.
And it's so non-usual that I feel like I just have to listen, kids. I'm sorry. I'll see when I get back.
Okay, sure. Give me that's definitely networking though.
Yeah.
That definitely is a good idea. Because, I mean, it's not just the people the Enclave is sending there. There are other people that are no doubt getting suckered in. I mean, excited to go to the party.
Oh, wait, you're a hustler. So you automatically succeed.
Oh, great, because that was a failed roll. I'm not sorry.
Let's see here. However, you will owe them a bounty. So, yeah. There is a caravan. It will you can join it. But it'll go by the pumpkin patch and the area where the trick-or-treaters have been spotted, but it will definitely not go by the party city. So that you would still have to make on foot.
All right, well, I mean,
yeah,
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
even if it did go by the party city, they're not going to wait for you to leave.
Yeah, they're not going to wait for us to just root through all
this.
But you now know that there are other people going, about how many, and maybe some of their identities. So that may give us, I don't know, a constancy check, as it were, when we get there, if they've suddenly all disappeared and they got there first.
Yeah, okay. Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, some of the people are in this caravan are heading to the costume contest.
Nice.
You're all on foot though, so you still have to burn rations. So you all head out, join the caravan at dawn, and head out. And so everyone mark up 1 ration, and you do see in the distance a pumpkin patch.
I will scout it with the drone, like you do.
Okay, yes, spin a drone charge and make a check, piloting check.
That is a 11/9.
Okay. Most of these are like some of them are still on the vine, but you can there are some that looks like they have been there are some suspicious pumpkin clusters at the edges of the field. And these clusters you zoom in close enough and you can see wires from the pumpkins going into the ground.
Are they wires or blight tendrils?
They look like wires to you. I mean,
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, if it's suspicious, you know who you can send to go investigate.
Well, that's the question. Do we know that you're immune?
Yeah, you probably would. He's not.
Okay.
He's not that careful about it being a fist fighter.
Oh, also
without
good point.
armor.
There's a reason people haven't tried to sell you. It's because it would be suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be a tough fight for sure. Trank darts are pretty hard to come by in the law. So
yep. So I report that's what we got. Is there some sort
the trade caravan doesn't give a shit.
I'm not telling them, I'm telling us.
Okay, yeah. So if you want to try and grab some pumpkins or whatever, you're going to go buy one of those pumpkin clusters. They're kind of positioned strategically around the perimeter of the field so that you're going to go by. There you could go like there are spots that are farthest between two particular clusters, and you can go by that particular area, but
right. And I assume I cannot get a clear enough view to see where the wires go, correct?
They go into the ground.
Okay.
Into the wires go from the ground into
I got
the pumpkins.
Is there something around here we could throw that would dislodge one of the pumpkins in the cluster to trigger whatever it is?
I would say that would be very
like a rock.
I mean, yeah, there's rocks. It's just it would be a very difficult throw because they're in a big cluster. So it would be you need to make an athletics check with at least a black 6 adjusted.
Yeah. So I mean, if it's an athletics check, I'm looking over at Crunch. How's your athletics?
Not great. I'm more of a burst fighter than
All right. Well, I got a 2 in athletics. I could I'll give it a whirl. What's it cost? A ration?
1 ration to make your check, and then you can burn additional rations to give yourself a bonus.
And if you need to get +6, then although on the other hand, if we can get some pumpkins, that's a way to get rations.
Yeah, exactly. That's a win. So I will burn 2 extra charges, so I'll have a +4 total.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a roll.
And I didn't need to, but there we are.
Okay. Yeah. You hit a rock and tips over one of the pumpkins, and that pumpkin explodes. So
cool.
Yeah.
Good.
It really did stick C4 in it.
Test number 2. Hit one lightly and see if it explodes. I don't know how sensitive is it.
An explosion is loud.
Yes.
That's right.
So
that just cleared out of space, didn't it?
You did clear out of space, but the trade caravan is like, fuck, we're going now. We're going now. If you want to stay with us, you have to go now.
Yes. Let's go. Let's go now.
Yeah. So there are 8 zombies, 9 shambles away, 8 casualties. So you can either.
I guess we don't want to spend the ammo now. All right.
If you want to get to the pumpkins, you have a big gap now, but there's casualties, and also the caravans are going. So
I could theoretically nip in there, grab a nice big pumpkin, and nip back out with an athletics check.
Again, height 5. To
I'm not that attached to the idea of pumpkins. We could check it out on the way home.
It would replace rations. I mean, you could also, if you keep them, you could sell them because fresh pumpkins.
I know.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
I'm assuming that my colleagues are continuing onwards. I will go with them.
Okay.
I'm seriously considering running in there, but that's just me.
Yeah, well, you have to make your decision now.
If you guys I'll go in, but I'm not.
All right.
I think one of us goes in, the other 2 cover, but the question is who's going in. I think I have the highest athletics at 2, but whatever.
Okay, so Crunch is running in.
Okay,
you're staying put, right?
I'm covering him.
Okay, Cosmetologist, what about you?
Cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see how well Crunch rolls first before we decide how much.
Before I
Crunch
roll, I have to say how much I spend, and I'll spend 4 rations.
Okay. All right.
So that 1 to make the thing or 4 extra?
Oh, that's a fail.
Wait.
It's a big old fat fail.
Yep.
Yep.
Unless you want to spend a will.
No, I won't spend my 1 will on this.
Weird.
Okay. All right, so you run and you just try and sprint just top speed, and you obviously trip, and you don't take any damage, obviously, but you lose a lot of time. By the time you get up and get to the edge of the pumpkin patch, the casualties are 2 shambles away before you're able to grab. But by the time you get to the pumpkin, so if you can spend your action an action to get 1 haul worth of pumpkins, or you can that is how much it would cost to get in terms of actions, how much to get pumpkins. And you can obviously carry as many as you have haul, which I believe is 3 since you're a strong guy.
Yep.
But yeah, you 2 see them. There are like I said,
well, there's only 8 of them. Since there was some time there, could we have spent that round aiming?
Yeah.
Okay. So the question is it worth 8 bullets? Because I have automatic. I think the answer is if three haul pumpkins probably worth something. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
So I will get rid of that mob, I guess. Let's find out if that's going to work.
All right.
So I have a shooting of 2, but I have a speed of 2, so that's 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough. You know what? No, I'm going to burn a Nubic charge too. It's +6.
Okay.
And needed some of that, but not all of it. Yep. So I burned 8 charges on the gun, and they're gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll also scavenge them, or do you want to do that? The casualties. That's 8 casualties, 8 possible 8 bounty.
Yeah, I'll scavenge them.
You'll scavenge. Okay.
I'm terrible.
Cosmetologist, you can spend another charge to get the bounty value of the pumpkins per haul. How much does a fresh pumpkin go for on the
Probably should have done that first, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, we should have, but we did.
Look, I can eat this. I'm not picky.
Yeah.
I'll spend the charge and quick look up pumpkin values.
Yep. Give me the first
one.
All right,
it's pumpkin worth.
Is worth 3 bounty.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's worth something. All right, so scavenging is at +3. I'm not going to use a Nubic on it. There we go. 8 bounty.
Yep, 8 bounty, one per thing. So yeah.
So
and hold on, how much haul did he get?
3.
3. So that'll be 9.
Yep.
I mean, actually, now that you the trade caravan's gone. So
and the casualties are gone, so we could get however many we can carry with.
Well, I assume your pistol was silenced, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Scavenger. Yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah. All right.
Hit off all the bells and whistles because, of course, it does.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you two can so you can get 1 haul from cosmetologist, and then Blackbird. What do you have? 1 strength.
Yep.
So you get a total of 5 haul. So you're maxed out on pumpkins.
Cool.
Can I also chow down on some pumpkins to replenish my rations while I'm here?
That is an excellent point.
If you do that, that will take you a while because raw pumpkins are take a while
to chew.
To chew.
I can chew on the way.
Also,
if you chew them on the way,
eating the money. No.
Yeah, you'll be eating the haul. You have to eat them here, like if you're going to do that. So you're going
to. Let's just go.
Yeah.
Well, if we have to scoop out the seeds and chew through them while we're on the road, so be it. But
I might honestly eat a haul then because I live by rations and I'm already 25% through all of my potential rations for this game.
With eating up 1 haul of that will replenish your rations because you eat an entire pumpkin and
like a maniac.
I'll wait with doing that until we get there. Maybe there's an eating contest that I can.
Okay, so
the seeds, harvest those, roast those. That'd be pretty awesome. But yeah.
One haul of pumpkin will replenish a ration, so we'll fill up your ration bar.
Is a refresh for rations.
Refresh, sorry, refresh. I know words. So yeah, that is because you're after 5 years in the law, it's food and it's healthy, so like
and it's fresh.
So like eating a raw pumpkin doesn't phase any of you at this point. Like
it's fine.
It's lots of fiber. It's very healthy.
Look, you used to drink protein shakes and stuff before the crash happened. Like you get used to it, even if they had all these like flavorings and stuff.
Yeah,
it didn't taste great.
Yeah.
Fair.
But pumpkins, they're going to use every bit of it on the market. That's why they're valuable. It's also fresh, food. So.
We could also sell the location of the patch.
Not well. I mean, there's an explosion, and also the trade caravan saw it. People.
That's fair. People
and I previously heard about it, so you know.
Onwards.
So mark off another ration as you continue marching. Who? Let's see here. Is anyone taking point? Or
I will scout with the drone.
Okay.
All right. So are we? Since we've separated from the caravan, are we going past Party City?
No, that's the third leg. You're on the second leg now. Yeah.
All right.
You're going in the area where the trick-or-treaters have been spotted.
Okay. And by trick-or-treaters,
this is where it would have been useful to have the caravan.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a 9/2 for a scout with the drone.
Yeah, you do see a group of people in costumes, mostly like
and it's got the surveillance suite, so yeah.
Yeah, skeleton, witch, other skeleton, zombie, but like a zombie carrying a gun and talking, so like clearly and carrying
not a casualty.
Yeah, not a casualty.
Like a movie zombie from the before times?
Yeah, movie zombie. Or like maybe it's a vampire. It's kind of hard to tell. Like,
yeah, fair.
But they are heavily armed and they're going from house to house, knocking on doors.
Can we roll a sensitivity check on these guys as we're seeing them through the drone?
Or is that you will
face-to-face thing.
I can throw up spend a charge for Ghouldet so you can watch.
So you can make a what do you call it?
Awareness?
Sensitivity check. Yeah.
All right. I'll spend a charge from my Ubic because I have the Fool Me Twice app, so that I can read body language extra good.
Okay.
Cool.
And that's actually a success because I have +3 +2 is 7/6.
Okay. These people are on the hunt. They're search and destroy kind of behavior. Their heads are on pivots, swiveling around.
And they're adult size, correct? Not kids.
They're definitely adult size. They're a bit jittery. They have multiple weapons each. It would be their behavior is consistent with takers or bandits.
I vote avoid.
I agree. Let's avoid.
We're not heavily armed enough to take this on.
I take the drone up to out of their range, but keep an eye on them so we can get around them.
Well, that will spend another extra ration unless you want to make a stealth check each to.
A ration's cheaper than a wound.
Okay. All right. So you have to spend two rations to get to the party city because you have to take a wide detour around the trick or treat.
So we're spending another 2 rations. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I roll leadership and go on Ubic and warn people about these guys?
No, that you can make the post, but like that's how you found. Other people have been like I've seen these people trick or treating. They seem weird. I don't get what their deal is. So yeah,
they're disturbingly heavily armed. It's unusual.
Yeah. So all right, you all spend the extra.
How many were there, by the way?
4 that you saw.
Yeah, that's too much for us.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, you all go around the trick or treaters, wondering what the fuck that deal is. You take a wide detour. This time it's late afternoon, but you finally see the Party City. And
That's what I'm about to say.
you're gonna sit. Well, yeah,
You're gonna scout it by drone, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a drone check.
We're not gonna have any drone left for when we get to the.
Oh, it's fine.
Party.
Yeah, no, can't get a good angle on it.
Yep. Well, it's fine. Well, I mean, that's it. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, the fist fighter will lead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's fine, it's fine. Let's go in.
All right. So, Crunch, you go in. You can give me what is it? Alertness.
Awareness.
Oh, yeah, alertness. I don't know. Yeah.
It's because there are too many systems in your head. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's 11/3. So that's
it's alertness. It's awareness. It's notice. All right. So you make it. All right. Yeah, the entrance, as soon as you the glass door is partially shattered. But when you look in there, you notice the thick but very well, nearly invisible, but spider webs. There's just webbing all over the interior of the store.
Oh, poisonous ones, probably, huh?
Well, what color webbing?
I mean, like standard spider web.
Spider web.
Yeah,
Just checking.
It's not blight colored. I would make you make a self-control check for that. Yeah. But yeah,
anyway, does anyone have a broom or something?
Well, you can scavenge something.
There's got to be some sticks around or something.
Yeah, someone give me a scavenge check.
The guy with the app, maybe.
I'll give you a scavenge check. I don't think I'm going to burn an app to find a stick, but
Well, it's not just a stick; it's like a broom. Well,
yeah, no, there are none.
Listen, fellas, all my utility is going to be at the party, so you just got to carry me there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ross, is this one and done, or can several of us try?
I mean, to find a stick for free. I mean, there are other buildings in the area. You could go in there to find brooms and things like that. But yeah, this is like the parking lot. You're looking outside, like right around you. So if you go
something to clear away spiders, so I can get in and grab some.
There's a gas station across the street, or
if only we knew where our towel was, it would solve this.
Mm-hmm. So you can go over into the gas station and give me a scavenge check.
All right, you want me to try again, guys?
I would still say the guy with the app should do it.
Yeah, let's all.
Yeah, I'll blow a charge on this one, so it's +5.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter.
Does not matter. There's nothing.
Luck.
Yeah, there's nothing in the vicinity. You're gonna have to spend a ration if you want to go out of your way to find a broom or something like that.
You know what we got pumpkins.
You do have pumpkins. You have a lot of fucking pumpkins.
We'll be late for the party, but we have pumpkins.
Yeah, but you need costumes, and you're almost we're
almost there.
They're just spider webs. You could just go in.
I mean, I could fly the drone through. I'm sure that.
I'm just gonna walk in. Listen, I'm just gonna take the hit.
No, let me do it then, because if I'm poisoned, I'm more likely to shrug it off.
All right, give me a self-control check, because. Oh god, this is it's so gross. All right.
I don't care. I literally don't care.
Yeah.
This is not the worst rodeo I've been on.
Yeah, you realize why no one's gone into this place, because one, it's a party city, it's not very valuable, and two, this is the spider headquarters. Like there are just there's so many fucking webs. You don't know what you realize, well, one, somebody a couple of dogs died in here years ago, and that must have created a lot of maggots and a lot of flies, and then a lot of spiders showed up to feast on those things, and they just god, it's absolutely infested.
So you're saying it's bugtastic?
Yeah. So both of you, the other two of you, are also going to have to make self-control checks if you're going to loot this place for a costume. So
and of course our costumes are going to be full of spiders.
Found a costume already, so he doesn't need to.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to help you guys if you want.
I mean, you could just borrow me or Ubix, and then I can use your app to scavenge.
I'll just go in. What could go wrong? I have a self-control too. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. So
No, it's
basically,
not. Mm-mm.
yeah. So that is one stress. Because
All right,
yeah.
and then I will burn another charge, hoping that I can actually make a roll. We'll see.
So
At +5 for scavenging for costume bits for these guys.
here's the thing: you can get a generic costume for free. You made it in there. They do have costumes. It is going to be a very basic, like I will tell you what the costume is.
Sure.
But like that's for free. You don't have to make a check. If you make a scavenge check, you're risking it because you'll find a costume that you think is good if you fail the scavenge check. But it'll be really good if you actually make it. So so there's a risk reward thing. So
I'll go for it. What could go? Yeah.
All right.
I succeed.
Okay. What kind of costume are you looking for? I can here. Let's just look at some of the costumes for Spirit Halloween. We can do this as
there you go.
Wait, hold on. We have the power of the internet here.
No.
We have visual aids here. If you look at the screen, these are the most popular ones. We'll do top sellers. Yeah, what are the top selling costumes in men? Adult Billy Butcherson costume from Hocus Pocus, Ted Lasso, Beetlejuice, Willy Wonka, Chucky. Ooh, there's a good one. Oh, hey, it's Patrick. Cheetos, flaming Cheetos bag. SpongeBob. Yeah. Now, Squid Game. Adult guard costume. Hell yeah. Yeah, so there's time periods. So yeah, these are the kind of that like Spirit Halloween also did the same kind of thing.
Well, okay. Do I find a upgrade for a beetle? That is, super convincing kind of.
Yeah. Let's see here. Rock star.
That's a no.
It's hair metal.
Oh, you can find a guitar. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yep. I find the guitar. Yep.
And
while I'm doing this, I get a good costume for one of these guys. What do you guys want?
Well, no, that takes you time to find. Everyone has to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I'm just gonna I'll go get my own costume.
Okay.
I'll make the self-control check.
Okay.
I'm feeling kind of like a third wheel, and I will. It'll just be whatever. I don't care.
Okay. Let's see.
9 over 1 for self-control, so no stress.
All right. Good.
I'll roll scavenge, by the way, so I can fetch a costume for myself.
So cosmetologist, you find adult. Let's see here. Adult light up Fortnite party trooper costume. So
yes.
Yay. That's truly awful.
Yeah.
I do have one other question. Are there any fursuit equivalent carpet armor type costumes?
Not here. These are pretty like made with minimal materials.
Yep. Okay.
They're pretty cheap. You make them once a year. You don't want them to be too expensive.
Yeah.
Anyway,
exactly.
I passed my scavenging roll. So
okay. Well, you want a good costume.
I'll show it in the RPPR game chat, and they do have Ryu Street Fighter costumes.
Nice.
Yeah. There you go.
It fits with your aesthetic.
Yeah. So there we go. So we have Ryu, let's see here, a beetle, and party Fortnite guy, party trooper. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I like.
Does the light up start still work?
Yeah. Does it still light up?
No, the batteries are quite dead.
Disappointing.
I will say that since I succeeded on my scavenging roll, the costume barely fits, but that improves the aesthetic of it.
There you go.
Oh yeah. There you go. Yeah. So we'll just leave that up for a second. So yeah, you have all let's see here. Ooh, there we go.
just have that on in the background.
That's
just amazing.
Yeah. You spend one more ration and you can get to the enclave.
I'll have to take time to chow down on one of these
pumpkins.
Pumpkins,
right?
refresh your
now, is it a whole haul of pumpkin to get the refresh?
Yes. It is a whole haul. Yeah.
That's
So
awfully
I'm on 8 out
expensive.
of 10 rations, so I'll refresh now.
I mean, like one haul is basically one big pumpkin. They are awkward to carry.
Understood.
Yeah.
You
You're
know,
also like having to like not damage the pumpkin. The pumpkins are tough, but they're still like, breakable. So
Yeah, you got to be ginger.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, that
some
brings us
ginger
down
makes
to
pumpkin
12
soup,
bounty
yeah.
out of that. So it's still pretty good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're losing 3 bounty for this, but I think that's worth 8 rations.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm thinking about losing another 3 because I'm down to 2 rations.
Well, that's your choice. You each have at least one haul of pumpkin in your
Yeah.
backpack. Yeah.
So, hey, actually, Party City probably has like basic picnic utensil kind of things, like a knife that could cut the damn things up.
Yeah. You have the tools to like eat it, to open it up and eat the gourd goodness.
I mean, the crunch just rips it apart and starts crunching.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, he's really strong.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they don't have a functioning propane hot plate with propane.
Yeah. Not at the Enclave. Like
No, I meant in Party City because
Oh yeah, no. It's definitely cheap.
Sterno cans.
Yeah.
Anyway,
no.
Blackbird eats his. I eat mine.
Crunch.
Hasn't really done much physical labor, so
it's good calories. Yeah. Delicious.
I will.
My wife and kids will forgive me if I can give them a pumpkin pie when I get home, so I'm not eating mine yet.
Yeah.
Can I keep the seeds for later as not taking up a haul?
Yeah, but they're not going to be like worth anything. There'll be a snack. So like,
it'll be a nice treat for folks back home if you roast them.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. You can give it to them. Yeah.
Or hey, we could grow some.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. You could grow. Yeah, you could save some seeds to try and grow.
I will do that. It won't matter because it's one shot, but I will do that.
Yeah. All right. I am going to be right back. So if you want to get some water, use the restroom. I'll be right back in a second.
Will do.
I thought this would be a lot more sticky, which actually quite good.
I mean, the seeds are. The rest of it should be just kind of slightly moist and crunchy. Yeah, some ginger and some water, and we'd have pretty damn good soup.
God, how long has it been since we've had a proper pumpkin pie? Who the fuck grew these things, though? And watered them off with explosives? That's
an awful lot of explosives, considering.
Yeah,
actually, you know what? Scavenging the damn explosives might be worth more than the pumpkins.
It would have been, but none of us are demolitionists, so let's not go there.
Finding a volunteer that thinks they know what they're doing would be swell.
I mean, we could have talked to a reference. I know a couple guys.
Again, that's something to worry about on the way home. Yeah.
If it's still there, I mean,
I think
a bunch of casualties are going to trample over it because they were headed that way.
Oh no, I mean we got rid of those.
The closest ones, yeah.
Yeah.
They tend to come over time when they hear.
Oh yeah, I think having the refresh on the rations after all that detouring and whatnot is good in case we need to simply run like hell.
Yeah. Right. Sorry for making us split up with a caravan there, cosmetologist. I know you stayed up a bit to get us in with them, but it's pumpkin.
I forgot to mention, you could all give me a sensitivity check because you did spend some time with the caravan, so you can get a point. Yeah.
So untrained, I just need a 1.
Okay. Well,
I got a 1. Oh my god. I defaulted.
Squirrel actually says he can join.
Cool.
Let's see. Well,
and also nice.
Yeah, I mean, we're sort of halfway through the thing. It would be
right.
Yeah. I just saw that, but yeah, it's a little late to work him in there, especially since you're at the job site now. So Blackbird, you succeed. So with a basic success like that, you can see there's people from every nearby enclave, at least a couple heading there. You're guessing some of them are takers on similar missions to you, but probably more of them are just literally people who are like, it's something new and novel, and they have it's just, God, it's something to fucking do other than basic survival. Thank God. Like, it's just something to escape from the grind of living in the lost. So so you get a basic sense of some of the people at least, but
Is there any benefits to trying harder?
well, you can all give me one sensitivity check. So
All right.
you are this is you do get a there's a face. Yep.
I'll spend it. Fool me once, fool me twice.
And
that's
wow,
a 15 over 1.
All right, yeah, very good.
Failed for me.
Okay.
7 over 9. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Wait a
Yeah.
second. Forgot to check the character.
Yep.
No, 10 over 9, so barely succeeded.
All right. Well, yeah, since all of you succeeded, between the three of you get a basic sense of all the people in the caravan in the little time that you did have. So there's 3 main categories. One are of people heading to this thing. One are other takers.
Yep.
Like you're not the only people heading out here on a job, basically undercover. 2 are actual like civilians who are just wanting the novelty of being able to go to an actual party. They are foolish or just bored enough that they're willing to take the risk of traveling to another enclave and actually do this.
Well, and to be fair, they do have a group of people, so it's not just them alone, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the bulk of the people. However, all of you, between the two of you, realize there's a couple of people who are by themselves and heading, and there's like 3 or 4 of them, and they're it's hard to keep track of them because again, you also weren't there in very long, but there's a couple of people that are each kind of like loners or are not talking to each other, and they don't seem to be very social. But they definitely were not like when the explosion happened and the caravan took off. They were some of the people that didn't flinch. Like the civilians obviously flinch and like, oh, let's get the fuck out of here. And the other takers like, yes, let's get out of here. I too am scared. And then there's like 3 or 4 loners that were basically
Do
silent.
they seem unusually well armed?
It's impossible to tell. You weren't there very long, and
Fair.
also they're in costumes with like one was like cowboy with a big poncho, and another one was like another skeleton guy with like a big baggy costumes are very in vogue. So
that's strange. That's odd.
Yeah. Those are the people. There are some people that you would, if you had spent more time in the caravan, you would have probably had a better sense of like what the fuck they were up to. But there's some big question marks right now.
Like, is it a group of raiders that are all gonna assemble there and do something awful?
Even raiders would have flinched at explosions and potential incoming casualties.
DHQS stewards, perhaps.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I think those would have flinched too, because shit, that's more problems.
Well, you did. You made a choice, and so
only one way to find out the fine repercussions.
So you get to the door of the Spirit Sanctum. They've reinforced the walls, and the door is like a big steel door that they've made with a little sliding thing open, and a man is behind the slot, and he's wearing a fireman's hat, and it says, "Hello, I am Adult Fireman Fever," I'm here. I'm the bouncer for this little shindig. So you're all going to check your weapons. You all put them in a locker, and you all have a key. We will have to search all of you. If you don't like that policy, you can leave right now. But other rules are, obviously be civilized. We will provide some food and drink, but not a lot, but you got here. I'm sure you brought you some of your own food and supplies. If you want to spend the night here, that's fine. We have after the party's over, we'll have a big open communal sleeping area. So we'll watch over you until the morning. If you want to stay longer, we can talk about rent and all that. But we want you to enjoy yourselves. You need to say who you are, what enclave you came from, and your UBIC ID, so we can verify who everyone is. And of course, we reserve the right to bounce anyone who's being an asshole. Everyone agree?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I'm really happy we have Crunch with. Sure. By the way, I think we should probably stash the pumpkin somewhere outside so we're not lugging them around in there.
Well, you can also put your other equipment with the your weapons in the locker, so you don't. We don't want people carrying around big, bulky backpacks for the costume contest if it's not in character. If it's not part of your costume.
Curses, Alpine Climber would have been ideal.
Yeah.
And these padded gloves are, of course, part of the costume.
Yeah. The Tekken guy. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. So the you're all let in. Everyone give me a self-control check for voluntarily giving up your weapons.
I haven't. The padded gloves are part of.
That's fair. Yeah. But the guns.
I don't have gun.
Yeah. Well, if you don't have a gun, you're fine. But
I'd make that one.
All right. Yeah.
No, wait. Yes, okay.
Yeah.
I was looking at Joe's, but nope, made that one. Cool.
All right. So the person, adult Fireman Fever, is or Fireman Fever. That's the name of his costume, and he is a sexy fireman.
Actually, one other question: do you guys want some drone footage from the thing, or nah? Put the drone away.
No. Well, it's all inside. No drone. Don't fly a drone inside.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's inside a strip mall store, so it would be very difficult to, and they clearly don't want you to. You're all in. So I'll just go to each of you, and you can sort of there's a lot of people here mingling about, and you can kind of figure out what you want to do. Your basic mission is basically to give them a report. So you're here, and as soon as you get back, you'll get the basic job done. But I'll start with cosmetologist. You can sort of size up the crowd. You could try and get some rumors. You could size up the you could see some really impressive costumes. Some people put in some real work. So if you want it, none of you are gonna have much of a chance unless you fucking all work together to sabotage your competitors. So that's if you want to do the costume contest. You don't have
too concerned about the costume contest.
Okay.
This is an amazing networking opportunity, which is the real reason I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, you automatically succeed. So, the main question is, what are you trying to opportunities for your character to figure out more about the enclave, to figure about possible complications that might happen while you're here.
Possible complications.
Okay.
Assuming that we're going to make, the connections that I want to make, and we will because of one shot. Next order of business is make sure we get out alive. So, yeah,
complications is good call.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. All right. So you find 11. Well, I mean, she's dressed as 11.
Right.
And that's what she introduces herself as. And 11 is like, hi. Well, yeah, we're really excited. I'm sort of the Spirit Sanctum, sort of like PR person, director of Enclave Relations. So it's really good to meet you. Cosmetologist, you said your name is?
That's right.
Yeah, I really like. I remember Fortnite. That was a game.
that
existed. Yeah. And I really enjoy games. I did back.
Let's not talk too much about that.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's keep this light.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. We're trying to have fun here.
Right. Yeah.
People are really excited. They want to. We've kind of been in lockdown, and now we're out, and so we want to introduce ourselves to the other enclaves. So, 11 wants to hear all about Trabajo. She's very interested, and you kind of see that. She's interested in establishing mutual defense pacts with other enclaves. She kind of mentions that it's like we've had some problems with some raiders, and we're real interested in that. Or some people just cause some trouble, but we've been able to fight them off. But like we're eager to help other people and be helped in return. Mutual exchange.
Right.
So, yeah.
I'll give her the basics. What I'm going to attempt to do is try and give her the basics and an idea as to what Travajo's reaction to that proposal might be.
Okay.
While trying to discover exactly what her questions. Yeah, of course. Why were they locked down? But like, get information about this Spirit Sanctum enclave itself.
All right.
Specifically, what problems we might be encountering.
Okay, so you can tell that she doesn't want to reveal like why they were locked down. So, but you can try, and if you realize if you sort of like hint that you would vouch for Spirit Sanctum, and sort of put in a good word at Travajo, she might be more opening up. So you could like make a persuasion to try and like.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That seems reasonable. I'll vouch for them, provided that I survive and it's not a show over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all right, 9 over 6 plus the 3 for persuasion.
Okay.
12.
So, she says, "Well, it's there was a survivalist store that this used to be a Spirit Halloween store. I don't know if you knew that. But it took over from a survivalist prepper store. Do you remember what those were?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought those guys were crazy at the time, but
so we had a lot of materials to build good walls. We have a bunch of solar panels on the roof, and there were all these buckets of rice and mashed potatoes and corn, and like we just had so much food and water purifiers that we didn't have to go out for up until recently. We just kind of hunkered down and kind of thought, I guess everyone just assumed the government would reclaim everything by now. But and we had clothes thanks to the costumes, and it was kind of fun to just make a new identity. See, I'm 11 now. I don't have to think about my old life and all the things that I. Well, yeah.
Have you had any? How much interaction have you had with the outside?
We send people out occasionally, to keep an eye on things and certain things that we had to trade. Now, Cosmotos, you do remember like survivalist branded buckets of food coming onto the market every once in a while, and purifiers and things like that.
Right.
Yeah. So, But yeah, our food stores are low, and we need to open up. But we have a lot of things to offer. Like this place is very secure. We had an entire stampede of casualties try and knock this place down, and we had our barricades are so strong that they just couldn't get in.
Aren't you concerned that the costume thing's going to allow, outsiders to sneak in?
Well, I mean, that's the idea is that they're here, but like we're trying to establish we're hoping that there's more good people than bad, and that we'll make friends with the good people, and they'll help us deal with the bad ones.
You're hoping there's more good people than bad.
Yeah, because you're a good person, I can tell.
Well, I certainly am a good person.
Yeah, see,
but there
plus
are
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You can have it. You can have it.
Okay. Yeah. So we're pretty concerned, as long as we can deal with those bandits, and I think we have other things to trade, things we didn't need. But other enclaves might find useful, and we've been figuring out some things, and so great. And we're like, because we have such a fortified position, we could be a good stopping point for trade, for caravans and stuff like that. We can provide safety to people, so that's good. Yeah. So that's the sort of that's the basic thing you get from that. So meanwhile, while you're having that conversation, Crunch, what do you want to be doing?
I remember those suspicious guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna go and talk to people and end up talking to some of them to get a read of them. Like, are they still being loners in here? Why are they here?
Okay, well, you need to find them. There's a lot of people here. Other trade caravans or other caravans of people have shown up too. This place is packed. There's a couple hundred people in here. So it was a big. They took over the entire strip mall. They knocked out all the inner walls or most of them to make it one massive space. So it's a big place. So probably what do you want to roll for that?
I'll actually elbow Blackbird and ask if he wants to help me find them, because he's way better at finding things than me. If he wants. I mean,
awareness?
If not, I'll...
Yeah, no. Awareness is fine.
Okay.
That is a 12 over 8.
Okay. With that, you do find one of them.
Is it the cowboy?
Yeah, it's the cowboy. Yeah. He is sort of drinking some punch by a corner, and keeping to himself right now. Yeah.
So big guy will just walk up to him, take some punch himself, and go like, "Hey, how are you doing? Were you here for trying the contest, the costume?"
Yeah, I was waiting for it to start up. Seems like that'd be fun.
Where'd you get yours?
The what?
The costume, man.
It's well, I just like cowboys is all. I had this in my own personal possession.
Wait, is that blood on it?
Well, probably not.
How did you react to that accusation?
Sensitivity.
Yep. So I'll spend again on a Ubik. I didn't need to, but...
Okay.
That's 11 over 2.
All right. He seems a bit confused. Like, really?
I'm just he's not reacting as if this interrogation is upsetting him at all.
No, he's pretty cool and collected. This is not like a person who is easily dissuaded or just easily rattled, I guess you could say. So, looks like you can't really but he doesn't want to. He's got a good poker face. He doesn't want to reveal much. Yeah. So yeah,
that's all I get is that he has a good poker face. Okay.
He was a bit confused by the implication that there's blood on his clothing. He like looks and doesn't see it. And he's like, "Huh? What?"
No, it must have been a bit of mud or something. Just wanted.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he is doing his thing. With your sensitivity check, you think. You can't. Yeah, you'd have to provoke him somehow or steal. Like, you do notice he does have a pair of Ubik specs in his holster. So you could try and steal them, or if you provoked him, because he was really like kind of confused and shocked by the accusation that he had blood on his costume. So. Perhaps if you publicly impugn his reputation, that might get something out of him. Or you could still try and pickpocket his Ubik specs to rifle through them. But he's not going to reveal anything for free. That's what you're doing. And Blackbird, you're watching them, I guess, unless you want to do something else. Dan. Yep. All right. Well,
sorry, I was muted. The other thing I want to do is look around for these reputed resources they are alleged to have available for trade. Try and figure out what's here that would be useful for trabajo, etc.
Okay.
So kind of get an economic lowdown on the place.
Yeah. Well, they do have a whole thing. They do have people actually hyping, like literally pointing out, look how great our defenses are. You don't have to worry about anything. So
do they have like a brochure? I mean,
they do have a Ubik site set up. And
was that public or is it only available in here?
It's public. They're talking about what they do, but they have a big stack of prepper supplies that you can buy. They have a huge stack of stainless steel credit card, everyday carry, pocket wallet, multi-tools. Yeah, there's a huge stack of that. There is a let's see here. There's
just designed to make the scavenger part of him cry out.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I should be rolling self-control. I have no money with, but it's a later thing.
Okay. Yeah, if you want a willpower boy, yeah, sure. If that would cut into, if you want, look at your soft spot. Oh yeah, waste not want not.
Also just the hard spot of scavenger, but yes.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things. Ooh, an adhesive gun holster, so you could adhere it to the bottom of a table. So next time you're doing like a negotiation at your home, you could have the gun under the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are so many things that quote unquote could be useful someday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's self-control.
Yeah.
I would like a will point, please. That'll be
all right.
So I look over my shoulder to Blackbird, what he thinks about this guy, and Blackbird
make the check. Weird.
All right, that's still one stress because yeah, so they have it's a pretty, they still have a pretty good cache of survival stuff, but like the things that they haven't used by hunkering down in here. So things like
things that are not like renewables or constantly used supplies,
like gas masks. They have a bunch of gas masks. They have some electric bikes.
Oh, why did I go World War I soldier? Gas mask would have been good. Oh well.
Yeah. They have some the bucket foods all go. They have tons of carabiners. They have and various other climbing supplies. Yeah, just a mishmash of stuff, but like but they also talk about how they're able to manufacture some things now. They're working on that. They're actually working on, they say they have a rooftop garden, which obviously is not open to the public, but they're growing some stuff. And yeah,
they're going to be an economic powerhouse provided that they survive like the next few weeks.
Yeah. I will
camping supplies like camping stoves.
Wow.
Yeah.
Could have cooked the pumpkin. Damn. Yeah, I will let cosmetologists know that with Trabajo's trade and all, you should let them know that could be a big opportunity for them to spread their wares far and wide throughout the Lost.
I already promised to put in a good word for them, and looking at the place, they're going to need it because that's why, they're also interested in defensive pacts, and that's not really a thing. I think they're really overselling their defenses here. I certainly haven't seen anything that makes me think it's especially secure. Have you?
Big steel door, pretty solid walls, but that's just normal.
Yeah, that's not anything. Like secure against casualties, maybe, but not against, a determined attack by raiders or something.
Especially raiders that have infiltrated the place.
Yeah, like the ones that have infiltrated it with our group.
Maybe you should look around with sensitivity to see if anyone's starting to act weird.
Yeah,
that's probably a good idea. Just sort of keep my eye out and see if anybody's like calling for backup.
Okay. Yeah.
And the last thing you hear almost under Blackbird's breath is there's so many nice parts and pieces though. So useful.
Yep. A bunch of tactical slings and like packs and things. A cycling chest pack. Ooh, yeah, that could be really useful. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep. All right, did you make your sensitivity check?
Yeah, so that's 6/7 plus 3.
Okay. Yep.
9/7.
So give me you realize you can't the couple of those there seems to be some sort of people are gearing up towards the costume contest, but right. So everyone's focused on one area, but you do realize some of the other areas aren't covered, and this would be the time to do something when everyone's focus is on the costume. Right. So give me an awareness check.
Okay, let's look at the skill first. That's not wonderful.
What is it? Yeah, you have 1.
Ugh.
Yep.
or nudge Blackbird to look around.
No, sorry.
I saw it, and then I took like looked closer and just didn't notice anything. Well, it seems okay.
Well,
Good feather will to flip it.
You
I guess I could.
You could spend a will if you want to.
You don't have to.
I've got 2. I'll spend 1.
Okay. You spend it, and well, yeah. So you realize, off in that back corner. And so you walk over that area, and then you notice there is there's some drops on the floor leading off to one of the bathrooms in the back of a dark colored liquid.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Gonna.
that was a well spent.
Tack that, my buddies.
Mm-hmm.
What are we seeing? Just precisely.
Meek.
I'll probably
This is set up by the Meek.
Definitely.
So this entire place is set up by the Meek, or has the Meek infiltrated the place and are doing shit?
Seems to be so.
The ladder?
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? You see drops of blood leading to the bathroom in the back.
Oh, I thought you said darkish.
Yeah, dark liquid, like well, when you look at it, like blood, like
blood, not light. Okay, well, that's
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I said dark, but like if you go up closer to it for a moment, you'll see that
smell it. You can tell it's blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we converging then, or should I punch this guy who's with me, who's suspicious?
Well, he's towards like the mid. He's far away from this area, so like. Yeah. Anyways, you can. Maybe you did. You don't know when that blood was spilled. So yeah.
Well, if you point that out to me, I could go check out the bathroom area.
No, I'll check it out. I'll just peek in.
Okay.
As advised.
There's a blood trail going into the bathroom. And
carefully open the bathroom door.
Yeah. Give me a self-control check.
Oh, geez. Okay. I mean, I'm not surprised, but still.
Should we all roll self-control, since you know?
Yeah, if you're watching him, we're
watching a ghoul net. Yep.
Yeah.
That is a self-control. That'll be a tie.
Oof. All right, that is going to be one trauma. Because the blood trail gets very heavy, and then in the back it's like a store's bathroom, so like there's stalls. And the back corner stall, you see a large pool of blood and someone's legs, down. It looks like the door to the stall is closed or ajar, but it looks like someone is 100% dead in that stall.
I have to open the stall and see the condition.
Yeah. Did they get there on their own, or were they dragged? Is the question.
Let's find out.
Well, that would be a separate check, but there's definitely a dead.
There's a corpse in here.
Yes.
Actually, with the ghoul net feed, can I make that roll with awareness?
A woman in a sexy cop costume is quite dead.
Sexy cop.
Yeah. And yeah, she has been. I
make it this time.
Very bloody. So
no, you don't. 1-1 is a crit fail.
Crit fail.
All right, that's 2 trauma, and you panic. You're like, oh god, you get out and run out, and
run out and scream. There's a corpse.
Well, actually, you run out and you slip on the slipper on the tile floor, and cover your hands and body in blood.
Oh,
and then run out, scream like, she's dead, and people see you covered in blood, screaming she's dead. So,
what was she dead from? Do we know? Was it like a knife wound, or?
It's hard to tell. You didn't get a good look at it because
brain shut down, panicked and ran.
Yeah.
Do we need to make a second self-control or no?
No, because you're
good.
You didn't smell it either. You didn't smell the blood. You weren't in there. You didn't feel like you were about to be murdered yourself. And you didn't run. Yeah. So, however, cosmetologist, very quickly, let's see here. Other sexy cops with guns point them at you.
It's a good thing I had this recorded on the Ubix so we can just play back what just happened.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. So, Crunch, what are you gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna
depends if due process happens or not.
Yeah.
This is fair.
Since cosmetologist seems to have lost it a bit for there, I'm going to shout out that he's with us, Trabajo. We have take leadership, essentially. Just explain
Okay.
it to the sexy cops that this is not our doing. Somebody is killing people inside the con. Please lock down the con so that we can catch these guys, whoever's doing it.
Yep.
And
Okay. Yeah. Give me
I
a
don't want to get
leadership
shot
check.
being murdered.
Yeah. Give me leadership. That would work.
I'll flip that with my one will.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Probably a really good idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, here was the let's see here. Dead sexy cop, by the way. Let's do because we have to, we can illustrate these games.
Yay.
So yeah, she ripped adult sexy cop. And
one of them.
Yeah, or one of them, yeah. The other, let's see here, yeah. The so you can yeah, this takes like 10 minutes for you to like resolve, but no one gets shot and you don't get arrested. But yeah, with the Ubik footage, it's pretty conclusive that you were not the killer, which is good. But
Yes.
yeah, now they do lock down, and
this kind of puts that guy's reaction to that's blood on his thing in a different light to some extent.
No, it doesn't, because he didn't react.
Oh.
So he wasn't the one doing it. We know that then.
Okay.
Actually, that's the light it puts it in. He wasn't the one killing sexy cops.
So yeah, 11 pops in and says, look, we have to keep the contest going. So it would be really appreciated if you can help calm the people down. This is obviously a one-off incident, and we'll figure it out. Yeah. So she is going around. It'd be very helpful if you would back us up here.
I mean,
absolutely.
If your guys
Yeah.
don't shoot me, I can go and shake people down. Like,
yeah,
that's a thing I do.
Yeah. So yeah, there's rumors in the crowd, but this is 5 years in the loss. It's not the first time a person's been murdered in an enclave.
Can we get cosmetologist cleaned up so he's not dripping blood everywhere?
Oh sure, yeah. That's pretty. That's easily done. So yeah, the costume contest goes underway, and you can see a mummy versus a lumberjack, and then there's commentary. So people are eager to get back to normal, despite the murder.
Death, yeah.
Yeah. If you can find out who did it, we'll give you 5 bounty each. Does that sound good?
Look at the other 5 bounties.
How about you tell us
yes.
more about your whole situation?
Well,
Like,
I mean, yeah.
the truth.
Well, what do you want to know?
Like, what kind of troubles did you actually have? You said raiders to one of my buddies.
Well, there are these people dressed up in costume that tried to get in a week or two ago. They were yelling about trick or treat. Yeah,
we saw those guys.
Yeah, but that wasn't what inspired you. Like, this is all for real. Like, you popping up here after 5 years and saying,
well, we have an investor in the recession, and the investor, who has to remain anonymous, came up with this idea. Thought it'd be a fun way for us to get some bounty to sort of get us sort of integrated, and in the local community, and yeah, it would be fun for everybody.
Did this investor send someone here?
No, I don't think so. Why would they send some? They're in the recession. How would they get here? We're pretty far.
I mean, there were some pretty hardcore dudes traveling with the caravan with us, and I met one of them here, and they're hardcore. Like, didn't seem upset at all when I accused him of something silly.
Well, I mean, even hardcore people have the right to party.
No, yeah, that's fine, but why are they here? If they're not actively partying or doing contests or anything. Yeah, just let us shake some people down.
Right. Okay, how about
yeah,
we'll take a 1 bounty discount each on that for that information, which was frankly suboptimal, and we'll do the investigation for you.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so the 11 is eager for you to do this, and so group costumes. So yeah, she's able. That you get to look at the body. Now, do any of you have forensic? Yeah,
I've seen enough.
First aid is the only skill that would give you any information. Or
I have a nope in that.
Yeah. Weirdly enough,
do you have first aid?
No, and I wouldn't look at that body a second time anyway.
That's fair.
So you could call in a reference.
Yeah.
I'm happy to do so if nobody else is.
Yeah, somebody else is gonna have to call in a reference. I'm not gonna be in the area.
Yeah, because even though you're calling in a reference and you will succeed to get information, this is a you're gonna have to still make a self-control check because you're gonna have to like be the hands for this person.
Well, it's just squelchier than being a mechanic. I could do this. It's
okay.
Fine.
All right.
So I will call. Oh, what was that guy's name? That Crusader dude.
Cuddy?
Yeah. No. He was the scary one. No, the guy that was helpful. Oh well, Cuddy it is. I can't remember the other guy.
Yeah, Cuddy's very helpful. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's spooky. I've worked with him before. He's fine.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be very good at his job.
That is true.
Yeah.
All right. So I tap Cuddy as a reference and go Ubik it up. Do I need to burn another charge since we've got one running for?
Right. Yeah, it's a different call. Like,
okay. All right. I didn't want those charges anyway.
No. Why would you?
Okay. Why would I? Just use it to shoot people. All right. Which is not an option right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep. Can I get some costume gloves or something to keep my costume clean?
Sure. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I would like to not dunk myself. Yep. All righty then. So, what do we got here, Cuddy? How did this person die?
Oh, your boy's a butcher. He's good.
Define good.
Oh, like you see that cut. Probably the first one went straight to the voice box. Yeah, very strong to get pierced through all that flesh, and it's very tough tissue. But he severed the vocal cords with one cut, and then worked the body, multiple stab wounds in the chest.
So the only reason he'd be doing multiples is because he was enjoying it, because obviously he's precise enough to do it in one shot, right?
Well, you probably don't want to have them lingering. So yeah, ambush the victim, severed the vocal cords. Very strong guy, and just you can get a lot of stab wounds in real quickly. Let me tell you.
Hey, can you give me an idea of the guy's height?
Let's see.
Here's the measurements on her. Yada yada yada.
Okay. Yeah, probably at least 6 feet to 6'3", best guess.
So smaller than Crunch.
Yeah.
Can you tell if it's right-handed or left-handed?
Nah, you need a murder weapon for that.
Fair. What else can we get from this?
Let's see here. Serrated blade on one edge. So like a combat knife. Yeah. Basically, kind of surprised your killer, seeing the too bad your boy tripped over the blood patterns. Could have probably gotten a boot print or whatever from the blood pool. But on the other hand, no one's seen a very bloody person, so maybe he changed costumes or something.
Or maybe he was wearing foot protectors and just ditched them somewhere.
Yeah, check the trash can in there. There's a big trash can. I will
check the trash can, yes.
Yeah. There is a bunch of bloody paper towels and a stuffed up skeleton costume.
Okay, that's useful.
Mm-hmm.
Skeleton guy had big baggy clothes. He was from the caravan.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Is he still there?
I mean that looks like his skeleton costume in there.
Yeah. Is there anything else in here that Cuddy can help us with, or is that pretty much our plot points?
That's it. I mean, stab
Cool.
wounds, professional, vocal cords
Yep.
cut. So someone who also knows human anatomy very well.
Yep. It's like a special forces guy.
Yeah.
We're looking for someone with a spare set of costumes or had access to it, and a
Well, the
combat
bulky
knife,
costumes could just be multi-layered.
Yeah, you
That's
strip
true.
the outside one off.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking for someone 6 foot to 6'3"
with a combat knife.
with a combat knife that he got past these guys.
Mm-hmm.
So still baggy clothes, or
hard.
he's showing his combat knife, but no, he wouldn't. They'd
No.
get him arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Should we just
He's picking a
canvas the
combat knife to
crowd,
make
or
it.
should I go punch cowboy guy until he squeals something?
Let's canvass the crowd. It could be the other takers. We
Well,
don't know.
let's get notes on how many people in here are above 6 foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it just the 3 kind of standoffish guys we noticed in the caravan, or?
Oh, there's a lot of big boys, a lot of big people here. Also, you realize it's hard to tell because a lot of people wearing platform boots and heels.
Yeah. That still counts because they'd still be at the right height.
Yep.
So that does not
Actually,
eliminate
did
them.
they discard their shoes?
Not there, not in the trash can. If they did, they might have done it somewhere else.
Yeah, but I mean,
because they could still have traces of blood under their shoes if we could get some.
I mean, did the costume include footy bits?
Not the one you retrieved from the trash can.
Okay, so they may have just washed it off with the paper towels and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
What was that glow in the dark stuff? I doubt anybody has it here, but
Blacklight.
Yeah, black light for blood traces.
It might. That's something that
we could Cinderella it. Show us your shoes, everyone.
Actually, survivalist store. I bet you they've got that.
Yeah.
Did I see that actually while I was perusing the goods?
You know what? Sure. How they say? Oh yeah, we have that for parts. It doesn't work right now. I mean, the wiring's. So I don't know. Something's broken with it. It hasn't been a high
I can take a quick look and see if I can fix it.
Okay. Yeah.
Mechanic check.
Yeah. Give me mechanics.
No, it's not fixable. Cannot be fixed.
You can spend a will if you want.
You know what? I have an extra. What the hell? Sure.
Okay. All right.
We have our silver bullet for the murderer.
Yeah, you start shining the black light, and you see blood on the shoes of like a person dressed in an alien costume.
Okay.
I'm just gonna charge that guy.
Okay.
Violence is the answer.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and make your attack.
All right, I'll spend. Let's make that 4 rations. For a punch.
Okay.
Making the pumpkin pay off.
So that would have been a failure if I had spent nothing. So that'd be 12 over 9.
All right. The lady in the sexy alien costume does not see you coming, and so are you grappling her or you're punching her for damage?
Punching.
Okay.
So should I roll damage separately?
Yeah, roll damage separately.
Ooh.
That's 12 to 1. 12 stun.
Yeah.
You've knocked the leg out.
Yeah.
Crunch.
All right. The sexy cops come out again and grab her based on your say so. And yeah.
Are there multiple other costumes under she's under the alien?
No.
Okay, weird.
She is the right height with the shoes.
Does she have the knife on her?
You do not see a knife.
Well,
I'll intimidate her and shake her about.
Okay. Several other people are here, and they're very angry. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing to Alicia? And so yeah, it's causing a big row.
So I'm getting my will point. Is that it?
Sure. Yeah. So let's see here. Someone can give me who is going to interrogate her. Only one person can interrogate her. The other two can do sensitivity.
Not me. I vote for not me.
I mean, Crunch, you can, or Cosmetologist. You were both qualified to do that. So
I'll do it if it's sensitivity.
actually, you can do a good cop, bad cop. Like,
Yeah.
Crunch, you can give me intimidation, and Cosmetologist can give me persuasion. Yeah.
All right, I'll roll intimidate. That's 12 over 1.
All right, now I'll roll persuasion.
Okay.
Also a success.
Yeah, 9 over 1.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. So it takes you some time to get her into a private room, keep her friends from starting a big brawl, and finally get her to like, no, and she's like, I've been in the costume contest the entire time. I came here because I know this is being streamed to the recession. I told my family that I wanted them to see me in my alien costume. So check the footage. I haven't been anywhere near that. I haven't used the bathroom since I got here. And it's not me. I'm a taker. There's blood on my boots because I'm a taker. Like, I walk through dead casualties every other day. We fought some bandits like last week.
A likely story, and I do not say that ironically.
And that's when the lights go out. Everyone give me self-control.
A critical success.
All right.
I'm fine.
A success.
Oh yeah. So Alicia's costume, by the way, is this. So yeah. The lights go out. A few seconds later, the emergency red lights kick in. They had a backup system because Prepper Store set up. They did have some thing, but yeah, someone cut the main power, the batteries, because obviously they use solar power for the lights.
Right.
So that's another person dead. Or
well, you go out. There's pandemonium. People are screaming.
Actually, it'll be easier to see the blood with the UV during this, so I will do an awareness check.
Okay, yeah.
Frankly, my expectation, this is a prelude to a raider attack.
Yeah.
The person they killed was like one of the lookouts. So now we're fucked.
Someone screams that they found there's a body. You go forward, push through the crowd as the people of the Enclave are doing their best to calm everyone down. And you see another dead sexy cop who is propped up on their chair. Someone slit their throat and then put the hat over their head, their cop hat over their head to make it look like they were napping. So very quick, very professional. And then they got into the back area where the batteries are and cut some wires. So 11 is,
I can repair that for them if they need.
Okay. You can get to work on that. So that'll take you some time. So
I cannot repair that for them.
Okay, well, unless
if they have a toolkit I could use.
They do not.
Multi-tool?
That you have basically a multi-tool. That's not what you need. You would need that to make the test at all.
Yep.
Let's see. So, but that takes you some time to do. Cosmetologist, what are you going to do?
I'm going to talk to 11. Like, 11, there is an attack that is going to happen in minutes. I know you need the bounty for this show, but you got to shut it down and send these sexy cops up to their sexy guard post so you don't get sexily attacked.
We have guards up on there. Here, check in. Are you there? Post one.
Yes,
check in.
this
Post
is good idea, checking in.
Yeah, they check in. You hear voices on the phone. Guard 1 check in, guard 2 check in, guard 3 check in.
Did the streaming cameras catch anything?
That's a really good. Well, you're working on the mechanic. You're working on
TACnet. So I suggest that to the team.
Well, okay, so
take a look at the stream.
Okay, so cosmetologist and Crunch, do you want to join in that? Do you want to do something else?
I've thought about hunting down that cowboy and starting beating him up.
I think randomly beating people up is not the solution.
Fine. I'll come with you.
All right. So yeah, you continue. Or you both check the footage. Both give me awareness checks.
All right.
Sure. That's a fail.
Okay.
All right.
Actually, we are seeing the footage, so Blackbird would be seeing the footage too.
Nice.
No, Blackbird is working on the.
It's flashing there,
anyway,
but
so.
Yeah.
Cosmetologist actually saw it. So what's the thing he saw?
All right. So you realize you see a guy in a pickle costume. And you look at the timestamp and you realize that's after the murder. The first you found the first murder, but you realize you didn't see that earlier.
Pickle costume would stand out.
Yep.
But now you look through the footage again, and you don't. The camera's cut out. The killer changed costume. You don't see a pickle costume in the crowd now. That's easy to work out. There's no one in a pickle costume right now.
So the question is, what's new?
Yeah, exactly. That is the question. So at this point, all three of you are kind of realize this. And
let's get everybody standing against the walls. We can go through and try and identify a costume that we haven't seen before based on the footage.
But at this point, a group of takers, Alicia's friends, are demanding their weapons and demanding to go. And a lot of people are like, "Yeah, so they locked this place down, and it looks like a riot is about to break out. So people are not,
for leadership.
All right, who is going to step up and try and calm the crowd down? This is
me.
Okay.
I think it's Cosmologist's turn, given that I'm the one who almost broke Eliza's leg.
Mm-hmm. All right, so all right, let's hear your pitch, Cosmetologist. What costume were you in again? The
Fortnite costume.
Oh yeah, Fortnite. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Fortnite. Let's hear your pitch.
All right, everybody calm down. Listen, I know we all want to be armed because one of us is. Nobody wants to get killed. We can easily find the killer if everybody just lines up against the wall and we find a costume that is new. All right, we're going to compare it against the footage. Now, if we can do that, it's going to take all of 10 minutes. If we can't find the guy, then it's the time to have a conversation about leaving. But if we can find him, then we're better in here than outside.
Okay. Give me.
I'm convinced.
Give me leadership check.
Ooh, 12 over 8.
Okay, it's nice. Very good. Very good. You made that.
Cool. Can I play for a will?
What do you? Sure.
Can't help being the bigger man. I'll go to Eliza, apologize to her, say that we've got some pumpkins that we can give her a crew that should sell well.
Okay, yeah. If you give her all your pumpkins, I'll give you a will.
9 bounties worth of pumpkins.
Yeah.
I'm the better. Can't help being the better guy.
All right. Yeah.
You've given away our pumpkins without asking us.
Well, 2 of them are from my haul.
That's true.
It's just your children who'll suffer.
I do have seeds. We can grow some next spring. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll remember. I'm sure they'll remember this then.
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
So the question is, do you want to have me have another will?
Oh, yeah. You need the willpower. Just in character. When I learned that the pumpkins have been sold out from under me, I'm going to be upset.
Yeah.
So you crowd when the crowd all realizes it's all been recorded and they check the footage. One, they're kind of upset that this is recorded without their consent, but they're like, okay, I guess that makes sense. Whatever. And fine, like, okay, you can find the killer. That's when 11 goes up to you, Cosmetologist, and
God damn it,
she looks real worried.
Footage is gone.
The footage is mostly gone.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good. I'm not going to say that to the crowd. Keep that under your hat.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like a virus. They're getting network access in order to stream the thing. Someone hacked in and went after the footage, and didn't get all of it, but they got it. It's a lot of it's corrupted. So you don't have a complete archive. But you can spend the next
Actually, cosmetologist.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
lie. Say they had an extra backup. See who gets nervous. We'll keep an eye on the crowd.
Yeah. Oh,
Just
honestly,
line everybody up.
That's a great idea.
you know, their sponsor in the recession almost certainly is saving a copy locally,
Yeah,
and
double
we'll
stream.
have it.
Yeah.
all right, so
All right, everybody, we've just heard that the footage has been mostly deleted. However, there is a backup. We have the backup, and we're going to use the backup to check.
okay.
It's going to roll deception and see who decides to maybe make a break for it. All right. Fingers crossed.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. 13 over 5.
All right, so you're spreading this lie. Now each of you can give me a sensitivity check to.
Well, okay. So about that, I'm still in the back tinkering.
Oh yeah, you're done. Yeah, at this point you finish up.
So I actually get it repaired. Just took longer.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
cool.
you get some of the power back. Like,
So I have to cannibalize one circuit to get some of the batteries back online, basically. Yep.
Yeah. You'll have lights and some power, but yeah, you use more.
Well,
parts.
lights is a main thing at the moment. So yeah.
So each of you can give me a single sensitivity check.
Great.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll
well.
spend from my Ubik.
I just need to roll a 1. Oh my god! But it's still a crit fail.
I'll spend.
Except you can't crit on a default roll because you're only technically rolling 1 die.
Yeah, that's
Actually, that was my roll.
Oh
yeah,
disappointing.
Scribblykin's crit failed. Yeah.
Damn it!
I'll spend a will not to crit fail.
Okay.
Prudent.
All right.
Still a failure, but
So one person succeeded.
Yes.
So Cosmo,
And that's all we need.
and that's not all you need. There are 3 people looking really shifty in full costumes. There is a killer clown, a grim reaper, and a unicorn.
It's the unicorn.
It's definitely the unicorn.
Your characters don't know that.
No, I mean the point of the unicorn horn is the only thing that would fit inside the pickle costume.
Yep.
Yeah. Good point.
also it's easy to search them for a knife. So I'm going to start with the unicorn to search him for a knife.
Okay, so you head to the unicorn. He as you
Sexy cops grab these 2, probably accomplices.
Okay. So as you move in, the unicorn says, "Well, I think my work here is done." And that's when the charge goes off. It's planted against an outer wall.
Of course it is.
Well, the inner wall from the inside. So but it knocks smoke bomb. It is going to be a chase if you want to go after the guy. Sure. It's combat. The unicorn is out the door. There's a big cloud of smoke from the hole in the wall. Casualties definitely show up because of that. The guards there are guards on the roof that will deal with that, but they're 5 shambles away. So in the next few rounds, that will be an issue for people. But we'll just go with the person farthest away because they were the least stunned. So cosmetologist.
Well, not a fighter. Don't have my gun. Not going to chase them. Instead, going to rally the crowd.
Yeah, that's
do crowd control.
Yeah. It's like this.
Yep.
Yep.
Because the other ones are just 2 dead giveaways being big, violent, scary things. So obviously it's the unicorn.
All right. So wait, so you're doing crowd control, cosmetologist? Sorry.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. Give me leadership. If you succeed, the crowd will not be a complicating factor.
All right. If these guys want, I could get my drone up and follow them.
I think I'm going to spend my will to flip that.
Yeah, probably a good idea. All right, the crowd will not get in your way. The crowd is not going to go after the guy or just start attacking random people. You keep the crowd under control. So, and Sparkles makes it to yet another game. That is right. That is 100% right, and very true.
We'll see if he makes it out of the game.
Yeah. So that is your action for this round. We'll go with Blackbird next. You're going to do the drone piloting thing.
Yeah, if they let me have my stuff, then yes.
Yeah, they gave you your stuff back because they trusted you at this point. So give me a drone piloting check to get the drone in the air. It is definitely there. You're inside. Are you going to turn it on and like launch it from your hand from inside the enclave, or you're going to go outside and have a? I guess it doesn't matter too much either way. I just want to know.
I mean, I'll just launch it from where. I mean, it is faster to pursue from here, so just get it out of the box, send it through the hole.
Okay. Yep.
Right. I will spend 3 charges total, so 1 to make the roll, and then 2 extra for the roll.
Okay.
Which gets me to the +5, which should work. And didn't need to. It's fine. Yep. So that's a 15 over 7.
Okay, yeah, you get it in the air, it launches out, and you have eyes down on the unicorn as he is booking across the field. So the guards. Well, you have it. Your Techno is not tied in the enclaves. Yeah.
Starlight, bright light, boom on the drone. Light him up.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. So yeah, he sees that. Yeah. So all right. Next up will be Crunch. He has got a lead on you. Yeah, sorry, go on.
I'll spend 4
to chase after her.
Yep, athletics.
Okay.
That succeeds.
Okay. So you get close. Next round you'll be able to melee him. As you definitely see him. Yeah.
Or just resistance and hold him until more people can come.
No, he's definitely active. Like he is running away. So you'll have to grapple him first.
Drone's got auto complete on it. Can I also be chasing after?
On your next action.
Okay.
Yep. To launch the drone was a full action.
Yep, that makes sense.
So the unicorn is going to react. And he can see the drone and you, so he is going to react to the drone first.
It is fairly high up.
It is fairly high up.
Unfairly high up? Call it what you will.
Well, you have to get I'm gonna say he can still throw his knife at it. So
sure.
So yeah, you will have to make a drone piloting check to not lose your drone.
Happens.
Yep.
13 over 6.
Okay. Don't forget to spend a charge for the drone to dodge out of the way. Yeah. All right. So new round. So cosmetologist, you're getting the crowd calm. You can take physical actions now, though. What do you want to do?
Well, if they gave me my gun back, did the other 2 accomplices escape, or did they get grabbed?
They got grabbed. You don't know. Yeah, they're getting grabbed by the cops. Only the unicorn is running.
All right.
I suspect only the unicorn is guilty.
Let's interrogate him.
All right.
This is combat, but I'm not going to participate because I'll just get
killed.
Okay.
Killed.
All right.
So.
All right. You continue to do crowd control. Actually, you can make a roll to assist one of the other characters in some way. You could roll. Do you have intimidation?
I do have intimidation.
Yeah, you could roll intimidation to psych the guy out, or deception to trick him. Be like, Alpha Squad, flank him from the left.
There you go.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shout for sexy guard cop group Alpha.
All right.
Front. He's running in your direction.
Okay. Yeah. He will flinch at that. And lose. Yeah. So he will lose one of his actions. But he has to twitch in a tactic. And Blackbird, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so are the casualties that came up like executed by the guards?
They are in the process of that. Like,
is it safe for me to exit through the hole, or do I need to go around the front door?
No, you can exit through the hole.
All right, I will follow them.
Okay, you can only really walk while piloting the drone because
it's got auto algorithm on it.
Okay,
it's auto tracking him. I need to
do okay. Sorry, I didn't know.
No. So, that's how you build a what do you call it? Salvager, a scavenger.
Yep.
So I need to get to mid range because my gun is mid range.
All right. You also need to go around to the side unless you want to shoot. Like right now, it's a line, right? Like you're out the hole, but Crunch is right in front of you and between you and the unicorn. So you have to go off to the side to get a clear shot.
All right, I'll do that. So athletics.
Yeah.
That's a 6/5. So yep.
All right. So you
duration, I guess.
Yeah. So you can let's see here. You because you made your check, you can shoot this round. So you can give me a shot.
All right. I'll pop a Ubik charge for Deadeye, so it's a +4. That is what I needed. It's 11/10. I hit.
Okay.
Damage.
Roll damage, yeah.
4 to the 8. So to the chest.
All right.
And let's make it an even 5 because hey, automatic, and then I can refresh.
Let's see.
It's a tactic to refresh, though, isn't it?
Yep. It is.
Combat.
Yep.
Right. That's next round, though.
Yeah. So finally, Crunch, you can make your melee attack.
All right.
He is defending, so if you fail, he will be able to hurt you.
I'll spend 4 again and 1 refresh to restock my rations.
Okay.
And I didn't need it, but I hit.
Are you grappling or hitting for damage? You're hitting for damage. Okay. Yeah.
I thought I couldn't. I mean, unarmed, I guess I can grapple, but I'll just punch him. Violence is the answer.
This is the way. This is what you're built for.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me!
He knocks his top off.
Yeah, fucking 1-hit KO. Wow. Like, jeez. I mean, 10 to the 10.
That's 20 stun to the head.
Yeah.
Unless I can control that into just knocking him cold so we can capture him.
Yeah.
The padded gloves don't do kill, do they?
No, they do stun.
They don't. It's stun. But
so there we go. He's knocked out.
Yeah, he's 100% knocked out. Yeah.
Oh no, it's not a crit. Oh, it's true. I didn't crit. It's damage. So 10 to the head, stun.
Yeah,
actually, it's 12 to the head. I break some teeth.
Yeah. No,
that knocks him out though, right?
Yeah. The head has 10, so he is 100% knocked out.
Crunch does what Crunch does.
Yeah.
Well, let's get this back over there, eh?
I just haul him like a sack of potatoes over the ground back to the party.
Yep.
Yeah. So
got him.
They everyone cheers as you bring him in. And 11 is very happy. And you've with your footage, they offer you payment for the Ubik footage from your stunning capture of him, of this unknown saboteur, who killed some people, and did not expect such fierce resistance. So when he wakes up, he says nothing about who he is, he just looks.
I recommend keeping him on rainbow rations, only candy.
Yeah.
Teach him to be a unicorn.
Oh yeah, let's hear. Who wins the costume party? Probably. Let's see here. New arrivals. Yeah, definitely. It would be a just the dumbest one. What is the dumbest possible costume that could win? Which one?
Teletubby.
Teletubby.
Oh.
You know what? No, I know which one it's going to be. Sorry. It is definitely personal preference, but
it's fine. The other unicorn, isn't it?
80s guy.
80s guy.
Yeah.
I'm fully 80s guy.
Yeah.
No, he earned that. He earned that.
That just being around that shirt for any length of time earned him that.
Yeah, it's in immaculate condition. And he's so cheerful and so 80s that everyone just like, he's the belle of the ball, basically. Yeah. So you win. You made friends at the Spirit Sanctum.
I got a KO.
You did get a KO.
Wow.
That's going to be really good for your demo reel for your next taker job.
Yep.
So yeah, the other backstory is that he is a mercenary who's just given a standing bonus if he can destabilize an enclave, and figured infiltrating that place, killing some people, turning the power off, and then just kind of like getting out would be enough to like freak everyone out. But he didn't think there would be a hardened taker group willing to investigate and figure out who it was. And so he's just a hardcore mercenary looking for a bonus. But you did it. You stopped the killer before he killed too many.
We did. He only killed 2 people.
Yeah. Well, in there, he killed some people on the way there.
That's not on ours.
Yeah, he killed everyone. He was wearing 3 costumes, and he killed 3 people to get those costumes.
I mean, he's going to get to experience what justice in the loss is like. So
yeah.
That's,
he is definitely going to be executed. Like there is, they don't have jails here, so
no.
But hey, that's entertainment too in these days.
Yeah.
So by way of thanks, aside from pay, there's several useful looking bits and bobs here.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you did it. It was a graveyard smash. You did
it. Literally.
Hooray.
Yeah. Questions, comments. Sorry, what?
I was going to say, Scribbling Kids clearly had precognition to design the exact right character for this.
I don't know how I keep doing it. Remember Jack Tyre, the demolitionist, and we had that whole thing.
Yep. Oh yeah. Good times. But yeah, I just wanted to like, I kind of want to do like a murder mystery slasher kind of thing.
I would say more slasher than murder mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I when you said dark fluid, I was thinking blight, and they're injecting it into the food.
Yeah. I mean, like the lights were dim.
You could turn this entire scenario into something far darker and more
scary. I didn't want to do like zombie infestation in a building. That's definitely been done. Like in hindsight, I should have put it in a mansion, like a big ass McMansion with lots of different rooms. Because
players are dumb. And this was easier to understand.
Well, yeah, but it would have been easier for the killer to kill more people if there were lots of different rooms.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, lots of doors to hide behind and like kill people privately. In one big open space, it's a lot harder to get off with murders. So yeah,
I really can't get over how well the willpower points, or rather the weak spot and soft spot played in there.
Yeah, it was very good.
You fuck someone up on accident, and then you apologize for it with the other one.
Oh yeah, so like the pumpkin hatch, by the way, if you just approached it without like blowing anything up, there was a Bluetooth speaker built into a jack-o'-lantern, and like the farmer who ran the patch operated it was like kind of like, hey, I'll give you some bounty if you can figure out a way to deter people from visiting this pumpkin patch, like maybe spread some rumors or something that it's but
nope. Not interested.
You got your pumpkins.
I would have been into that too, but whoops.
Yeah.
I mean, those pumpkins featured prominently in a stream somewhere.
They really did. They were very useful. An Enclave Center and Escape Room Company. Yeah, that's a good comment from YouTube. But yeah, the trick-or-treaters were bandits, but they would have, like, if you had played along, they would have like been very open and given you useful advice and like probably warned you about the DHQS wanting to destabilize enclaves. So they were psychopaths, but they were like Wouldn't it be fun to trick or treat at empty houses and just shoot any zombies we find? Like, yeah, man, that'd be fun.
So not trick or treaters, but trigger treaters.
Yeah. There we go. Exactly. Yeah.
You're welcome.
They're sort of the obstacle you can be buddy with, and they'll leave you alone.
Yeah. So yeah, they're just even psychopathic bandits get bored and want to do something funny every once in a while. Yeah. 'Tis the season for that.
I only feel tiny bit guilty for jumping on the whole "it's the unicorn," but I mean, obviously.
Well, I mean, it's also me. You know me as like, yeah, I'm gonna make the murderer unicorn. Like, yeah, obviously Sparkles lives again. I was kind of wanting to set him up as like grabbing 11, having a hostage situation, but yeah.
I mean, if you just use the voice, it's the perfect serial killer voice.
Yeah, but you didn't give him a chance to talk because you just knocked his ass out. Like,
yeah, there was no chance for mockery. Sparkles blew a hole in the wall and ran away, and then
well, and also it was really bloody, nasty killings. It was kind of terrifying.
Yeah. So I couldn't resist it. Had to be the unicorn, but that's why it should have been in the mansion, because then that would have given him a better opportunity to maneuver around you. But like, it's just a big,
especially if they had like a fenced pen with some horses in it.
Oh yeah.
You kind of have to admire the chutzpah it takes to wear 3 costumes, though.
Yeah, well, these costumes are very thin.
Was there another one underneath the unicorn?
No, unicorn was the last one.
Okay, so he's only planning to do in 3 people or 2 people.
Well, only to make 2
steal
changes.
Their costumes.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can kill someone without getting blood all over him, he'll probably try that. But
Yeah. Well, or just put the costume over the blood. So yeah, it's he was gonna So in hindsight, I should have put this in a mansion or like an enclave with multiple buildings, like multiple houses, so you could move around.
Now you can torment a
I
new
think
set
the
of people with
escape room
it.
idea had like some potential, because you can put that right next to the Spirit Halloween store, and they're like part of the same.
Yeah. So I'll if I run this again, I'll definitely like change the architecture a little bit to aid the killer. Give them the equivalent of some vents, like in Among Us or something. So but yeah, I mean,
the black light thing was a funny one as well. Solution, and it isn't. It really isn't.
It really, everyone's got blood on their shoes. It's just that's just the way things are now. Like everyone has blood. Like you can't.
Yeah, I was a little concerned about that, but I figured the fresher blood, maybe it'll show up better.
Nope. I don't think definitely not.
I don't know.
I mean, you can add that in as like a red herring thing, like, oh, we do have black lights. Do you want?
I think I've heard that it does. You can't tell how old a blood stain is. Once it dries, it could be there for weeks or years. Like,
well, that's the thing is, once we found the blood stain, we should then look to see if it's moist.
Yeah, that's true.
And not just charge in and punch people,
I mean, he did use paper towels to clean his shoes off, so like.
There we go. Wet shoes would have been the tip off then.
Well, no, he would have dried them off with the thing, like.
Well, I mean, how dry can you get them though?
That's true. It would be once you were at that person like that, like, inspecting his shoes, you would have like found the.
You're not going to get long enough to actually look hard enough. Yeah.
So. But this was a lot of fun. I'm glad it was. I was intrigued, very curious to see how you were going to tackle the random encounter or the legs and everything. And
I'm glad I went for the pumpkins.
Oh yeah,
no,
the pumpkins were definitely a lot of fun.
Were cool. I was really worried about the spiders. I thought something else was going to happen in there.
I really thought there was a scarecrow under the pumpkin patch, because that would explain so much. But thank goodness, no.
Sometimes the pumpkin patch, it's just pumpkin IEDs is what I put in my notes. Like, I was like, let's get some pumpkins. Okay, boom. Claymores. But yeah, you solved that.
Drone tech pays off again. That +3 to awareness. Woof.
So I'll put up the thing for the Delta Green game that'll run later this month, and we'll kind of go from there. Also, if you haven't noticed already, on the Discord in the events, I am doing a horror movie marathon on the RPPR Discord on Sunday, October 30th, starting at 3:00, going at least 6 hours. So be sure to check that out if you can. And I'm doing a live stream tomorrow at 6:00 for just looking at RPG stuff. So. Thank you all for playing. I had a lot of fun, And thank you all so much for supporting RPPR.
And just a quick plug, if you like this, check out the Technical Difficulties Gaming podcast. Yes, you need all the words to find the right site, where other actual plays are found.
Aren't you actually running a Red Markets campaign right now?
We are on pause until the GM has dealt with being a new father.
Well, so it goes.
Which is, sane for everyone. And we haven't started releasing it yet, but we did just start Nagalitsu in space.
Oh, yeah. Adam was talking about that.
Yeah, I may be responsible for that because I said the words to him. It doesn't have to be just fantasy. Why not space fantasy?
Yeah.
Here we are.
Nagalitsu 2 would really translate to sci-fi, science fantasy pretty well. Yeah.
Yep.
It's a concept that could translate to a lot of settings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but we did microscope for the setting, which eventually I think we'll put up as a B-side or put up depending, because that's kind of visual. We did it in tabletop sim.
Jeez. Yeah, cool. Nice. Well, cool. Check that out. Let me put the link in the show notes or in the chat. Podcast.
Thank you for running this for us, Ross. It's always fun.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
No, it's always fun. Every time I run these games, they're always fun because I get to try a lot of different ideas out, and I don't know how it's going to turn out.
It's not as high as stakes as the one where you have to keep listeners.
Yep. All right, there's the link to Technical Difficulties Gaming Podcast, and Red Markets Exit Stage Right Part 9 is the newest episode. So check that out. And we'll talk to you all later. Bye.
Bye.
Good night, Internet.